Make no mistake, this is one of the most hateful people on the internet. In terms of the people that I've encountered in this space, Melonie Mac is one of the worst, if not the worst. It's just nonstop hate after hate after hate after hate. And I've called her out many times. Matter of fact, this video will probably get suppressed. As you guys know, if you've been here before and you've seen me deal with this video will probably get suppressed. So make sure you leave a comment down below, you leave a like, you share the video, because more likely than not, whatever we discuss in this video about Melonie Mac will end up getting flagged by YouTube and get suppressed by YouTube. That's just the reality of it. I'm watching the clock now because we're going to wait till the minute mark before I show you the tweet that I am making this video about today. Because I want to wait till a minute goes by before we get into just how awful the tweet is. And particularly in the month of June during Pride Month, it's just one of the most egregious things you could do. It's like a call to violence towards queer people. And she is absolutely 100% irresponsible in what she does on the internet, and she doesn't care. She's like someone that never grew up. She's this person with the mentality of like a teenager that never grew up beyond that, and bigotry has become her entire personality. Let's look at her tweet now. I don't even know if I can read this whole thing on YouTube without getting in trouble. I blocked out as much of this as I could so you guys could see the tweet. The queer movement has mutilated, but people are mad that I call it F-slur. This is such a massively irresponsible thing for someone to say when they have a big platform. The thing is, this doesn't really surprise me, to be quite honest. This is a typical day in the life of Melonie Mac. This is like, again, her entire personality has turned into this. And she gets away with this on Twitter non-stop. She's been banned from Twitch I don't know how many times. She might even still be banned from Twitch now. I don't know. She definitely doesn't say this on her YouTube streams because YouTube actually won't put up with this. But on Twitter, she can get away with anything she wants. And there's a massive double standard. Look at what she posted here. And this is not restricted on Twitter. Not restricted. The visibility is still there. You can still reply to it. No issue with that. However, look at what got removed that I posted. When I posted this response, because they are straight, white, cisgender men, this was blocked on Twitter. You remember what she just posted? All that stuff she said? Totally cool. Totally allowed on Twitter. But saying straight, white, cisgender men, which all of that except for one thing applies to me. I am a white, cisgender man. But posting that was considered a violation of rules of hateful content. It says here, you may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. Was that tweet that we just looked at from Melonie Mac, would that not fall under this? Would that not be a violation that falls under this particular terms of service? I mean, look, if you're gonna claim this is hateful content, if this is what does it for you, if this is what triggers your system, I just can't imagine that Melonie Mac didn't. And I know for a fact that she has tweeted out and made videos about stuff that break this rule over and over and over again on Twitter, and nothing gets done. She is calling in her tweets. She is subtly calling out for violent behavior, violent language against queer people. Because she is making it seem like queer people are committing all of these awful crimes against people, specifically young people. Let's look at her tweet again, because I want you guys to be really clear on exactly what she's saying in her tweet, so there's no confusion. If you don't think this tweet is intended to make people angry and upset, specifically towards gay and trans people, then you are being intellectually dishonest. You are purposely being dishonest about what this tweet means in its language. Because look at what is being said here. And if you believe this, If you think this is true, this is going to make you mad, and it's going to make you want to do violent things against queer people. Let me give you a recent example of how this kind of language leads to certain kinds of behavior. We now have people going around, and this isn't the only story, committing heinous acts against queer people for just existing in the world. They're just existing in the world. We're talking about acid. We've seen people getting harassed and beat up in the restrooms when they are the actual sex that people say they want in those restrooms. It's just a ridiculous thing. You have actual cisgender women using the women's room, but because they have short hair or they're wearing jeans or something triggers some sort of transphobe, we're seeing violence against that community. So guess what? You are attacking your own community because you are so hateful towards queer people. That's what we're seeing happen. But let's take a look at reality, because I don't think you guys truly understand what the reality is. Because my community is not the one that you're seeing day after day after day after week after week after week, committing crimes and doing all the things that you are accusing my community of doing. Let's take a look at the most recent greatest hit. Oh, look, here's a MAGA guy who's caught up in CP now, arrested for this. This just happened. This is RJ May III, a 38-year-old public and state representative from Lexington, South Carolina, and a vocal member of the Conservative Freedom Caucus. Arrested and charged with 10 counts of distributing CPSA material. He was arrested on June 11th, 2025, following a federal investigation. He appeared in federal court on June 12th, 2025, and was ordered to remain in jail until trial. Interesting. Prosecutors allege May used the username Joe Biden, with a bunch of N's, 69, and other aliases to exchange 220 files of CSA material, child essay material, including videos of very young on Kick over 5 days in the spring of 2024. Each charge carries a penalty of 5 to 20 years in prison, with prosecutors suggesting a potential sentence exceeding a decade if convicted. But my community keeps getting thrown under the bus. Where's all the stories from my community with this kind of stuff happening? We're talking federal investigations. This is a MAGA guy, a Christian conservative MAGA guy, who was investigated federally under Trump. And he was caught, and all of this information has been made public now. There's articles about all of this, so you can go read it for yourself. And this isn't the only story. You can type in MAGA person or Christian arrested for any of these things on Google and find any day of the week. But you'd be hard pressed to find a story about a gay person or a trans person doing this. But yet you have people like Melonie Mac saying things like this and just being cool with it, and everybody being cool with it. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that not only does she get away with this on Twitter, saying this kind of stuff, but then saying it without any actual proof of these things happening. But you could ask me I could make a video every single day. This is no lie. I could make a video every single day about a Christian, conservative, straight, white, cisgender man doing something like this every single day. But you would be hard pressed to find that happening with my community. But it seems to be very rampant in the Christian conservative community, in the MAGA community. Maybe we should start saying this about them all the time. Maybe you should change your tweets about the MAGA movement. The MAGA movement has done all this, because that would be more accurate. And during Pride Month, man, like seriously, she's one of the worst. This is dog shit.